Good morning, everybody. All right, so I just left the rent office, and she told me that, you know, she looked through all her records and stuff. She's like, and I don't see it, and it would have been on this deposit and that deposit. She made a copy of my receipt from the bank, and she's like, well, did you put it in an envelope or just like this? I said, I put it in there just like this, without an envelope, like I do every month. And she's like, okay. She's like, well, let me talk to TJ and see what happened, because he's the one that takes it out the box and he lays them on my desk. And she said, because if it had been in an envelope, I was going to say it's a possibility he threw it away, but it wasn't in an envelope and he wouldn't have made this mistake. She said, and then she said, I'm going to check to see if I deposited it into somebody else's account, but I would never do that. I've never done that before. She said, but things have happened. You know, things could happen. That's what she said. So I said, so what does that mean for me, though? I mean, I still got a letter saying that I'm evicted in 7 days. She said, oh, God, no, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that letter. She said, but we're going to try to trace it, and I'll let you know something. She said, but, you know, we're the only ones that can cash it. So I said, well, who do you bank with? And she told me Wells Fargo. So I wrote that down. So I'm like, so what am I supposed to do now? You know, she's like, well, let me talk to TJ and we'll see, but it looks like we just never got it. And she was pretty much leaving it. I just felt like she was leaving it that way, that we just never got it. Well, shit, I don't have an extra $720 laying around. So I'm gonna go to the bank now and speak to a branch manager or somebody other than a teller, and try to get this rectified. So right now I feel like I'm in limbo. I mean, I didn't really get any answers from her, which she really can't give me any answers right now because she has to do research on her end. I understand that. I understand that. Then she's like, well, sometimes people put it, you know, people have put it in the mailbox instead of the office slot. I say, okay, when you do that, what happens? I'm just saying if. She says, well, it goes to the post office. I said, then what? People get evicted? She's like, well, no. I mean, they haven't gotten evicted, but it just goes to the post office. So that tells me they just fork out another $720. So, anyway, I just went into the mailroom and I said, is it possible you can pull the footage from the camera that you have in there on December 22nd? So you can see me putting it in the box. She said, oh, heavens no, that camera doesn't work. I said, oh, God, don't tell me that. Because it's scary in there, so now I know the camera don't work. Okie dokie. Anyway, headed to the bank now. The branch I bought the cashier's check from. So I also pulled up last night an article about can you trace, you know, cashier's checks. And a lot of you told me that you could, and you can, but it could take up to 180 days. I don't have 180 days. I don't have 180 days. So, all right, I'm gonna go. And I'll hit you guys back after the bank visit. We'll see what happens. All right, bye.